Across the continent of Greater Banya, peoples of all walks of life share a common sense. A sense that something is approaching. What it is remains a secret to most, but they can feel it. Rumors of sickness spread in the south. A mountain flies in the west. An army of living flame marches through the desert sands, leaving a line of glass as their trodden path. Yes, these are the troubles set to welcome a god into this world. Behelit, the lidless eye, god of the searing light. She approaches and will not be deterred. However, a few know of her coming and prepare. A deadly and cunning thief, a champion of the mountain tribes, a cleric of chaos, a brilliant artificer, and a scarred soul whose past is catching up with him. Can these individuals save the rest? Can they kill a god? Can they save their friend? Can they each finally find a home? Let us together read the final chapters of these heroes. Hello, and welcome to Goats and Dragons, the stream where Helpful Go Gaming plays Dungeons and Dragons, a game of shared storytelling where I ruin my friends' weekends. I'm Andrew Gilbert, him, but tonight I'm your friendly neighborhood dungeon master. And I'm not alone. With me, as always, is Galway, playing the Tiefling Sorcerer Charity.
Hey everybody, name's Galway, playing Callan and Charity the family, and both of our pronouns are he, him, his.
Adam, playing the Halfling Rogue Burbage Kemp.
Hi everybody, my name is Adam. I go by they or he pronouns, and I used to play Burbage Kemp.
Oh, that's right.
While he was alive, did use he, him, his pronouns.
I need to update this. Sorry, Adam.
It's all right.
Lena, playing the Goliath Barbarian Stormbringer.
Hi,
for now.
yeah. Okay, fuck you, Andy. My pronouns are she, her, and Stormbreaker's pronouns are also she, her.
Rachel, playing the Gnomish Artificer Clem.
Hi, my name is Rachel, and I play Clem, and I forget what's happening. Ha ha ha. She, hers, I guess. Ha 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 ha.
She just sat down. She could totally introduce herself.
Oh no, really?
I did. That was me.
Right as you did that.
Hello.
Oh yeah, right.
Right as you
Oh,
did that, she sat down.
That was
Did I come just in time for introductions?
Hello, Rachel.
Hi, I'm Rachel. Ha-ha, I guess. I use she, her pronouns. Ha-ha. Ha-ha. Back to you, Andy, I guess.
Thank you, Rachel. And Darcy, playing the Tiefling Cleric Hakari.
I'm Darcy. My pronouns are they, them, and Hikari's are she, hers. And for anyone that remembers, I used to do songs, and I don't have one for tonight, but I promise I will be working on them because I'm sure everyone has missed them so terribly because they're so awesome. Yes. So, just so I say that more, so.
Hell yeah.
That's great. Yeah. Word of advice: I wouldn't use the word Hakari in them because that may not be applicable later. Welcome to our live recording of the podcast Goats and Dragons. We now have 3 podcast feeds that you can listen to: Goats and Dragons, which is this, our 1 to 20th level campaign, multi-year, crazy large, lot of content in there. We also have Helpful Goat Presents, which right now is running Galway's World of Tyr. In several different campaigns, short campaigns, one-shots, that sort of thing. And we have Dom and Dragons, the feed where we played Dungeons and Dragons with Dominic Monaghan, the actor, which was a lot of fun. And we were supposed to do like 2 or 3 sessions, and we ended up doing like 11 or so. So that was wild. And we are affiliate on Twitch, which means you're able to cheer and subscribe to us. And remember, if you have Amazon Prime, you can subscribe for free through Twitch Prime Gaming. And it's super easy to get those set up. You can also type in we have some commands you can type into the chat. !merch will get you a link to our merch page, where you can actually get some physical items that have to do with us and our streams and that sort of thing. You could type !ko-fi coffee, and that'll get you hooked up to our coffee page, where you could donate directly to us, and that just helps us continue to do some cool stuff, and make sure that we have equipment and able to tell these stories that we certainly love a lot, and we hope that you do as well. And if you like us and just actually literally want to hang out with us, or digitally want to hang out with us, !Discord in the chat will get you a link to our Discord. And this is kind of the main hub of Helpful Goat. Everyone in there is super nice, super sweet. If you're kind of looking for a nice, friendly environment to meet some people and hang out in, !Discord. And Galway, would you talk about !Donate tonight?
Yes, and I will remember to push to talk. !Donate right now is going to Service Never Sleeps, a social justice organization with a racial justice focus, that they do tons of really amazing trainings, workshops, etc. So really encourage you to check them out, consider donating, and also try to see if you can get yourself into one of their trainings, or maybe even see if your organization can host one.
Brilliant. Good stuff, good stuff. Do we have a poem from Chelsea this evening?
Yes.
Is it a funeral dirge?
I feel like Burbage should read it.
Burbage or me?
Or
Burbage from
That's
the
up to you.
afterlife.
I don't. I'm going to read it as me.
at some point we're rubbing in salt into it really, really.
Sorry. It's
All right. Diving back into one hell of a fight, the family giving it all of their might. Emotions running high in a plane of despair, a shining example of stressful story flair. Dear dice, please roll high in honor of last tier of Burbage Kemp, the fourth wall breaking hero. Much love, Fates of Ryn crew. You're seen and heard with good VBs to bring this bastard down to zero.
Ooh,
Hell yeah!
that's a
Thanks,
good one.
Chelsea.
Chelsea, you're
Beautiful.
amazing.
The fourth wall breaking hero. Makes Burbage Kemp sound like the Kool-Aid man.
He's a little Kool-Aid man and Deadpool mixed together.
Yeah.
Last time on Goats and Dragons, the Fates of Ryn. Well, the family's made it into Federo. They must find the Hellfire before the Red family does. However, caught up amidst all the strife and danger of Federo itself, as the group ventured into the ethereal plane, they were ambushed by a devil, someone who has been stalking Burbage throughout his whole life. Someone Burbage tied to himself while attempting to pull a card from the deck of many things. This devil was also seemingly the leader of the Riddle Machina. He showed each member of the family a vision, something to make them despair, or at least tried to, because in Charity's case, he received something other than a nightmare, something beautiful. Upon waking from this, they fought the creature, discovering its weakness and exploiting it to great effect until it began to break apart into pieces, its soul ripping into shades now standing next to it. Upon the release of their combined necromantic energy, Burbage, held aloft by the spell of charity that connected the family's flame, Burbage fell from the sky, landing next to Hikari, and the devil bent down and wiped a single tear with its long finger. The last tear of Burbage Kemp. And then began laughing maniacally. Now, as the wind picks up around you, the still body of your friend lying in the gray dirt of this ethereal place, in the mists, slowly overtaking him. Could I ask you quick, Charity? What do you think happens when you are, as we set up last time, mentally connected with your fellow family members through this spell when one of them perishes violently and suddenly?
I've conceived of the connection as primarily like radiating out from Charity, because it's that everyone is carrying sort of a portion of Charity's power and soul.
Sure.
So I would say in that it's likely that everyone would get a surge of what Charity is feeling.
And what is Charity feeling?
In much the same way as, again, as last time, where they had just a little bit of vision, I feel like, God, I didn't even think about what a fitting tribute this is. A sort of montage of Charity's memories of Burbage is sort of what he's focusing on. He's just thinking of times, incidents, etc., and then emotionally, just underneath it, rage.
Mm-hmm.
And probably to some degree a different kind of rage, I suspect, than people have seen before. Not quite the same rage that he would have when he would start to feel more like Caloran, but also not warm or comforting the way Charity normally is.
Okay. And as all of you get hit by that, and you realize what just happened, and you hear the laughter. Is there anything quick that we'd like to do before we jump into turn order again?
Oh,
need
could
to-
we do something?
If you need to say something or scream or
Well,
whatever you would like to do real quick. feel
I
free
had
to
a
let me know.
thought, and I don't know if this will count as a free thing,
Okay.
but am I still technically detecting its thoughts because it hasn't been a minute or whatever?
Yes.
Even just, I mean, it's only its surface thoughts. I didn't get further, but I'm curious now. Since Burbage is dead, are all of its thoughts still only about Burbage?
Give me just like an insight roll real quick.
Okay.
'Cause right now what you're getting are sort of just raw flashes of emotion, and it's going to take a little interpretation.
15.
With a 15, it's not trying to hide anything. It's glee, and it's mixed with its pure rage in this moment. Its thoughts are still on Burbage and slowly turning to the rest of you, but it's not quite as obsessive as it was before. And you hear in its mind, it's just, yes, yes, yes. And it's coming to terms very quickly with what just happened. And then you feel a bit of a pointed rage and malice as it starts looking around for its next target. Anyone else?
I'm guessing we can't do like a bonus action or anything, right?
No.
Okay.
But something free if you want to shout or scream, or like what would Hikari be doing in this instance as Burbage falls with a thud next to her?
Kari's like just falls to her knees beside Burbage and is like, this is really sad, but she's just like, Burbage, wake up, Burbage.
Jesus.
Like she can't like seem to get that he's dead.
Okay.
Stormbringer's gonna cry out really loudly, like a blood-curdling scream, and, true to form, shout, "I'll fucking kill you!" But her voice is like breaking, and she sounds like she's about to start sobbing.
Yeah.
I mean, she is gonna fucking kill this guy and rip him fucking limb from limb. But she's upset also.
As that, I imagine, echoes sort of around this quiet, dead plain. There's a sound almost like a blade being run up glass. That sort of cutting of glass noise. And from the other side of this thing, there's a bit brighter of a light. And you all have seen before Charity's halo, when he gets angry, sort of starts to spike, and like the feathers that have curled up to form a horn of light sort of unfurl slightly. This time, all of that sort of fire and lift that sort of normally is coming there, and that slight motion, it seems like it has all compressed. So now it looks like he has wings almost of white glass and a halo of glass, and he'll just look up. I am going to break you.
If it's smiling, if it's crying, you can't tell on its pure black face. It is featureless entirely. And you see its 4 pieces, small, white, glowing rifts almost in their own shade and shadow. And they start... And they're looking at all of you. What would you like to do, Charity?
Really quick.
Oh, yeah.
Looking at all of us, don't only one of them have eyes? Because he took his eyes and put them in one.
So each of its like white feature, each of its sort of white cracks that you've made in it put into these new things, and that white crack sort of slides up that shadow until the crack becomes sort of where its eyes would be.
But one of them has his eyes.
Actual eyes, yes.
Got it.
At just sort of standing, Charity is just going to hold up a hand, and a column of light will appear over Hikari. Casting heal at 8th level. So Hikari will recover 90 hit points.
Thank you.
This one doesn't have an overcast option. I overcast it. It's 10 per level overcast, so.
Gotcha.
And then just sort of with the dagger of warning, these things are engaged at ground level and they're normal size, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Do they have visible wings or anything that suggests flight to Charity?
You know that he has hovered a little bit at times. If these are just him, perhaps, but you don't see any visible wings at the moment.
Okay. I'll probably just stay where I am for now then.
Okay. Okay. Hakari.
I'm gonna try and blind this mother. Well, I'm gonna try and blind the one that has his eyes.
Okay. Yeah.
Give me a second here. My slow computer.
No, you're good. I think it's a. Is it a wisdom? Con? Con, I think.
Con.
Oh, so close. I roll a 7 and a crit hit, but it doesn't have advantage.
Hold on. Where is
7.
it? Is that a level 2?
Might be a level 2, yeah. But it since it didn't save, it's going to burn its second legendary resistance.
Good job.
Blind, but
Well, that's good at least, I guess. I just want to know what's gonna happen if it gets blinded.
Keep trying. You got to burn those resistances, and then
Yeah.
it won't have any more.
That's what I'm gonna do.
All right, that was your action. Anything else?
So as my bonus action,
Yes.
I can do the new thing, right? That we just talked about.
Yes.
Okay. So sorry, I can't maneuver on my sheet and talk at the same time. Push to
Fair.
talk. So just give me a
You're
second.
good.
So I cast.
God.
What I get? I cast Steed of Chaos, and I never know what steed I'm gonna get. What did I get?
Where do you cast this? Because you can cast it up to like 30 feet away from you.
I want to cast it like at the big guy.
Like above him?
Well, what is it? What did I get?
Well,
You got to decide before you know.
Yeah, pick what you cast first.
What do you mean? Don't forget to. Sorry.
It's
What do you mean?
random.
Pick
So you
before
have-
I cast first. It's random. So what did I get?
So you have to
No, no,
decide where you place it before you know what the animal is.
Okay. Above him.
Summoning into existence above 30 feet above, I assume?
Sure.
Okay. This is wild. 30 feet above this creature is this brilliantly gold and green, just light that sort of morphs and changes into the shape as it's falling down on top of this into a gigantic shark.
Yes, that's what I was hoping for. It's a megalodon. A megalodon, and its mouth is open as wide as it can go.
For
I
just
was
a
hoping
moment,
for the shark.
the sort of fixed, determined, hateful rage that has been Charity's face is going to turn into. Huh.
I can't believe I got the shark. Right before this, I was like, if I get a shark, I'm gonna like make it fall on him with his mouth open.
how very Douglas Adams.
Where are the tulips?
Oh my god. It's a hefty
happened.
boy.
It's a big boy.
It's a big,
I can't
big
believe
shark.
Burbage is missing this. Oh my god.
All right. It comes and slams down, mostly hurting this one, but its mouth consumes the top half of this devil in the mists.
Yes.
It has him grappled for the moment, and it slams straight down. The mist scatters as this somehow roaring giant shark falls out of nothing from the
Roars.
sky. It roars.
Eyes black like doll's eyes.
And do you want to move, Hikari?
if I move out of the way, will it get an opportunity attack since it's currently shark, half in the shark?
Yes.
Okay, then I'll stay where I am. Well, yeah.
Stormbreaker.
If I yeet Hikari out of the way, does it get an opportunity attack?
Against you.
Did we ever expect a campaign to have so many questions about what happens if I throw one of my party members?
I should have. It's me.
I want to gently toss the 7-year-old 15 feet. That's
They
not a
would've been
gentle
fine,
toss.
okay? I was trying to save them. So that would be an action, though, right? How?
Yeah, if you want to throw her far. If you're just trying to get her literally like 5 feet behind you or something, I'll say that's a bonus.
I'm still like on my knees beside Burbage. I just like turned around and cast that, and then like
Just turned around. Shark!
shark, and then form of a megalodon, and then
Okay.
like turn back around, and I'm like
Back to grieving.
back to like yeah,
Oh,
like
God.
Burbage, wake up, Burbage.
Oh god.
So I'm gonna
You gotta see
gently
this,
pick
Burbage.
Hikari up from being on her knees and set her gently down behind me next to Burbage and say, "It's okay, Hikari. Your megalodon and me are gonna kill this, and then it will be okay. I promise." And then I'm gonna fucking attack this fucker.
The big guy?
Yeah.
Cool.
No face.
I still have the shield out as a reminder for all the little guys. $26. I can't remember what we dropped its AC to.
26. As it stands there looking at you, you go down to strike on it and it grabs your arm. It starts to squeeze. You should know better than to try to talk to your friends when your greatest enemy is right in front of you.
What's wrong with your voice? Are you like going through puberty or something? You're really fucked up and you keep sounding really fucked up. I'm gonna swing at it for the second attack.
You rip your hand out of its grasp. Yeah, go for another.
Do this one recklessly.
God, I hope it is going
Okay.
through puberty, because you're gonna make it so self-conscious.
Fuck, even with reckless, only 20. Okay, that was terrible.
Yeah, you're having to kind of dodge its own advances as it's sort of striking out at you as well. This thing is so fast. It's yeah, you're not able to find purchase with your axe.
And was it a bonus action or a move action moving Hikari?
Bonus.
Okay, so that's my turn then, but I still have my shield out.
Okay. As a legendary action, it's going to go ahead and take a swipe at you. Does a 19 hit you?
Yes.
Okay. 16 slashing, 8 necrotic. So that's 16 total for you.
Yep.
All right. The mists that are covering now Burbage peel back for just a second and start forming harder ice crystals around all of you. Does a 24 not hit anyone?
Come on, Andy.
Yeah, definitely me. Wait, it's not a save, it's a fucking attack?
This is, yeah. So please take 19 cold damage.
What's half of 19? I have resistance to cold.
8.
9 in this sense.
Oh.
Yeah. And 20 necrotic damage.
How many cold damage again? I'm sorry.
19.
19.
19 and 19.
19 and 20.
So 39.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Clem. Unless Stormbringer, you want to move, but I didn't think so.
No.
Your storm aura is 15 feet.
10 feet. 10
Was
foot
that-
radius.
Was that elongated by the shield? I forgot.
No, but we could say that it was if you want to.
Nope, I'm good.
It doesn't say that.
Okay. I don't know. It's strong enough. I'm not trying to make it stronger. What you thinking, Clem?
None of your business.
Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna look around. Who is looking the worst to me?
Charity's looking really bad because he's cut off from everyone. There's lots of things around him, and he's pretty hurt.
Charity's up in the air though, right?
I believe Charity's on the ground.
I'm on the ground.
Is he on the ground? You're on
Yeah.
the ground now? Okay. Okay, you're 50 feet from me?
I will
Oh,
take
wait, was
your-
I flanking? Does flanking give advantage?
You're not. With that shark.
I thought Charity was
Yeah,
doing
shark is
Okay.
considered flanking in this case.
So I didn't recklessly
It's-
attack.
It's trying to eat it. as
And you
best-
also had advantage on the first attack.
Should I?
Yeah, give me a roll just in case. Yeah.
Oops, I still clicked advantage on that. Just ignore that
That's
advantage
fine.
part.
The first part.
15. That was a terrible roll.
I'm going to. I only have 25 feet of movement, so there's. If I got to Charity, then I would be right within its unsafe zone, and I also wouldn't be able to. No. I'm sorry. My plans changed with that attack, so
Sure. Yeah.
the things that I had planned were no longer the things that I needed.
But that's none of my business. I'm just a simple country devil here to kill y'all.
I'm just measuring some things. Can I share a space with somebody?
With Burbage, because he no longer exists.
I can, but I can't share a space with a bad guy.
No.
Okay.
Nor can you move through a space with a bad guy.
Oh, really?
You can't. Burbage can, if he was around. Sorry,
Why?
Adam, I'm done. I'm done.
Is it a halfling thing or
Yeah, it's happening.
not a gnome thing? I'm small. I'm only like an inch taller than him.
Not
That
small
inch.
enough.
Buttholes. Okay. Okay. Hold on. I'm calculating because I have to
Gotcha.
follow these rules, right? So.
I mean, I would appreciate it, but
This is taking a little bit of thinking. Oh my god. I have to click for right angles and it's just a whole, thing. It's fine.
it's wild. I didn't know it could do that.
Yeah, if you yeah, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna do healing word because it's too much goddamn to figure out far away. So it's not my best healing spell, but I figured we shouldn't have all of the healers right next to all the bad guys, because then that could be bad if they do those death save things again. Okay, so I'm just gonna healing word, but I'll do it at 4th level.
Okay.
Not what I need to click. This is what I need to click. And then level 4. It didn't roll it.
I'm not going to
That's
try to
fine.
save against Healing Word.
Yeah, well, the spell save DC is 18, Galway, so... Is it because I accidentally deleted it from my thing again and I forgot, or whatever the fuck? Okay, now I have to read it. 1d4, I get an extra d4 for every... So
For every level passed.
4d4?
So it'll be 4d4 plus your mod.
Which is plus 10.
No. Your attribute.
Oh, then it's plus 5.
God, I wish. God.
Right, it's a spellcasting ability monitor, not the monitor? Yep. Yeah, that'd be cool if it was plus 10. Please don't be 4 points. 9!
That works.
You're fucking welcome. Oh, wait, plus 5. 14. That was a bonus action. As an action...
Who did that healing go to, real quick?
To Charity.
Charity. Okay, I just want to make sure.
Bean holes. I wrote down what the potion was, but I didn't write down what it did. And so now I just have to look at it really quick. I have my potions that I do when I wake up in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
That might have helped me just earlier, because I could have walked an extra 10 feet. I could either do swiftness or resilience, so I can get walking speed increased by 10 feet, or I could get +1 bonus to AC. My AC is 15. I feel like having it be 16 isn't going to do that fucking much in this fight. Like, I feel like no matter what, if they attack me, they're going to hit me.
Pretty sure his mod is at least 13, so...
Right. So I think I will take the swiftness potion. So that gives me an extra 10 feet of walking speed.
You're drinking it, or
Yes, as my action.
Yeah, cool.
Because you said it was an action to drink it.
Mm-hmm.
And I also get from that, now that I'm level 15, or level 9 rather, I get 2d6 plus 5 temporary hit points from
Cool.
that. Temporary hit points are the kind that just go away once they're done?
Correct.
Yes.
Okay.
And if you have some already, which I think you do.
They've run through.
Oh, okay.
I've taken quite a bit of damage.
You're good then.
Yeah. Okay, so 12 extra hit points.
Okay.
So basically just like healing 12, right?
Yep.
So how many hit points did Charity get total then?
14.
Okay.
So,
Yeah,
still pretty
I
fucked
couldn't
up.
get close enough, but yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now-
I'm just trying to figure out what
wait,
spell to do
Andy,
next.
Yes.
balls.
Sorry.
Could we pretend that I'm not a new mother who gets no sleep and whose brain is mush, and that I thought to take the fucking potion first, and then I could go and run up to him and cast the better spell?
Except
with my
that
better
spell
movement?
takes action
An
slot.
action. So
And
could
that-
I drink as a bonus action? Last time I
No.
asked if I could do it as a free action, but I didn't know if I could do it as a bonus action.
No. Yeah, healing potions can be bonus actions.
Okay, but not this
Not-
one.
No.
Okay, never
Things that
mind.
give you
I'm
actions.
done then. Thanks for everything.
You're welcome.
Sorry, I'm not a very good healer.
At the end of your turn, the shark all of a sudden that's clamped onto the top of this thing, wiggling and shaking, falls to the ground through nothingness as he is gone for the moment.
Did I
That's
get an
just-
attack of opportunity?
He's not moving.
That also is just going to make everything worse for the little guys that the shark is on top of.
Also true. I'll give
That
him a
was
little
their
more
load-bearing strut.
Did the shark
That's
look like it did any
insight.
damage to anything? I mean, this is like a megalodon shark.
Yeah, it's flapping around. It's slammed into.
But I
both
mean,
of
it
these
like was
shades.
had its mouth around something. It was biting. It was tearing. Nothing.
You didn't see any damage at that point.
On that. Still, I'm really excited I got the shark.
Indeed. 10 feet, 10 feet. Okay. 2 of these Shade Devils rush up to you, Stormbringer.
Bring it, bitch. I wasn't calling you a bitch.
Does the shark get an attack of opportunity on that one that just wriggled out from under it?
Does. It does.
I feel like I would roll.
Oh, it rolled a really low. It's not a net one, I guess.
Ah, damn it, Megalodon.
Does an 18 hit you, Stormbringer?
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry.
That is 68 points of physical damage.
So 44.
Yeah, as these things are clawing.
No, 34.
Yes, 34. As these things jump on you and are
Really bad
clawing,
math.
scratching, and gnashing their teeth into you. This one is going to attack the shark because what the fuck is this thing?
A shark.
Where did you come from?
And you hear its terrible. All of those hit. What? I rolled really low on Stormbringers.
That's concerning.
100 and... That can't be right.
Did you put
What?
it into Roll20 round?
No. Okay.
Did you accidentally create like a 5 times deadly encounter?
Always. All right. It's tearing into this shark. The shark is flopping around now, trying to bite at everything and slapping this thing with its tail every once in a while. It's certainly making a lot of ruckus. However, this Shade Devil is now going to attack Charity. Does a 29 hit, I think?
Fuck you.
And a 24 hit.
Yeah.
That's 34 piercing and slashing damage. Darcy just asked where the big guy went.
I'm confused. Oh, I see.
There he is. As he
Bullshit.
Come on.
as he pops up right next to you, Clem, immediately slashing straight up into you. It pushes you against the kind of iron barred fence. Do you want that fence to be solid or ethereal?
Like I get to choose?
Yeah.
Ethereal?
Okay. So it just sort of pushes you through it onto the other side. As it slammed into you and shoved you across the ground, you skid to a stop on the ground. It did 61 bludgeoning and 38 necrotic with its sneak attack.
Andy, you know the level that this party is at, right? Like,
Yeah, I'm like,
you
I'm aware.
created this. You created this thing. It's
not
literally
fun
impossible
if
for
it
us to
just
beat.
kills all of us.
This isn't possible because that's so much damage.
This is a lot of damage.
Yes, but if that's all that it does, then there's no way that we could out heal it or outbeat it. So you're basically just going to TPK us, and that was your goal the whole time. And anything telling us that we could defeat this was you just leading us on.
Or we can trust each other.
I don't believe you.
I am taking the disengage action, which, if I remember correctly, is just a blanket thing, right? I have disengaged, so
Yes.
I don't have to oh no, now I have to root around this. I am going to get the fuck over to Stormbringer,
Gotcha.
bleeding heavily as I go. Actually, wait, because of the shield, it's safer for me to be here. And then we are going to cast Spiritual Weapon at level 4, because that's a bonus action. Just absolutely trying to, slam into its eye sockets.
Gotcha.
God damn it, Spiritual Weapon!
Real quick, which one were you hitting?
I was aiming at the big guy.
The big guy has no white on him at the moment.
Oh, okay. Which was
Sorry,
the
if
one
that
that
wasn't
I'd
clear.
seen Hikari try to blind, and
This one has the eyes on it.
so I'll go for that one as well. And I'll probably put the Spiritual Weapon here, so it's kind of in the
Okay.
middle.
Cool.
Actually, wait, sorry.
Yeah, no,
I
you're
meant
good.
that. If I knew that I was going for that one, I had just misunderstood. I would put it on this side so it has advantage
Sure.
from the flank.
Okay, very good.
So I'll
very
roll
good.
it again. Anytime now, roll 20. Good Christ, it got worse.
I'm afraid this thing is not quite as fast as the regular, but it is hard to hit. It slashes through the air at it, and it ducks just in time, and is now looking around, kind of panicked that it's surrounded here. At the end of Charity's turn, are you moving or?
No, I did my movement.
Okay. It's gonna go ahead and blink out.
Cool, neat, good.
Hikari, you see the 4 creatures in front of you.
Sorry, I forgot to push talk. I'm gonna cast. Hold on, I can't push to talk and go to my sheet. So hold on.
You're good.
It's like the 700 point heal.
Yeah, I figured that was coming.
Is that a 1-action cast?
Yep.
Fuck.
Range of 60? 120?
5, 10, 15, 20,
Yeah, it's a range of 60, yeah.
35. Clem is within this as well.
So everyone should be back up to their.
So Clem needs 170-ish. I'm just trying to also double check a piece of math.
I have the hit points that you gave for aid and stuff too, and for something else I have 50 extra hit points. So I should be at 236.
Okay, so you need 218.
Yeah.
How much do you need, Lena?
How do you have 218 hit
Yeah.
points, Clem? That's like twice what I have.
Clem is tough.
Yeah, I took a feat that gave me a lot of fucking
That's
hit
right.
points because I'm tiny and weak.
That's right.
Need
Sorry,
some-
I didn't mean to interrupt.
You're good.
I need 189. I put it in the Roll20 chat.
Cool.
I need 138. Hikari is full, it looks like.
That's
So-
plenty.
Yep.
But I also think that you could heal the shark.
Oh, that's true.
That was what I was like, wait,
I'll
the
heal
shark
the
took
shark
100
then, too,
damage
if
and
we
is
leave it
still
over.
up.
If I have leftover, let's heal the shark.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
easily under 700.
Wow. Hikari, please describe. This is your most powerful spell you have ever cast, and it's saving your friends at the moment.
So I'm like, you want me to paint a picture?
I mean,
Can I paint a picture of it real quick?
You can paint a picture of the healing spell.
Yeah,
Yes, of course. Yeah.
Of how it looks.
Yeah, please.
So I'm like still on my knees besides Burbage, and I have my head down, and all of a sudden you just hear me go, and like just the loudest scream you have ever heard in your life. Like it's screeching, like just screeching, like just pure rage and grief. And it just kind of goes boom, and like from me, the center, like it almost like, I'm trying to think of how to describe it, like this like golden wave, like kind of goes boom and like reverberates out from me and hits everyone.
Yes. Well done. Everyone's back up to their full aided hit points.
Only to have them taken away in 2 seconds.
Yeah, if I get hit twice, I'm dead again. Andrew.
That was awesome, Darcy.
Don't
That
get
was
hit.
really
Thank
funny.
you, Darcy. I
You're
haven't
welcome.
forgiven you yet, Andy. Darcy's
Don't.
made it better, but you're
Don't
still
forgive
on
him yet.
thin fucking ice.
I'll remember that. Hikari, with that primal scream and that wave of golden energy, your shark, which should not really be alive, it's taken a lot of damage and is not in water, has renewed strength itself and starts lashing out and biting as well. It's going to attack the thing next to it.
It's also flanking.
A
Come on,
27
Sharky.
absolutely hits for 28 damage. Holy Toledo. This thing looks really hurt as its mighty megalodon jaws bite straight into that like white crack of a face that it has. It then shrieks in pain. It is the cracks all over its body start to light up. This thing looks like it's barely holding on.
Well, it just got bit by a megalodon, so
How many things would be?
yeah.
And Stormbringer.
I'm flanking the one with the shark, right?
Yes.
And the spiritual weapon. That one is basically just
The spiritual
surrounded by
weapon,
harm.
Yeah.
Sorry, I knocked my keycap off my push to talk key. I got it back on. That's not the one the shark just hurt, is it? Did the shark bite the other one?
Yeah, the shark
Okay.
hurt this one.
Well, I'll
This
take that one anyways.
This one is hurt, so it also has some cracks, but
Cool. And flanking does advantage,
yes.
right? And these cracks are like similar to the cracks that the devil was having, right? Like he peeled off his little
Yes.
cracks and stuck them on these guys.
He seemed to take the energy that was like, the crack seemed like it was revealing this white fire that was inside him, and he pulled that off to make these. And
This
then his,
was the weakness that Clem had noticed, that allowed you to actually hurt that thing.
Okay.
and then these things,
Okay.
it seems like we're cracking them and again opening up that.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna hit the one that I'm thinking with the shark. Well, I'm gonna try to.
Yes!
29. I could have used that when I was attacking the fucking devil.
That hits.
So it's 15 plus 4, so 19 magical slashing damage.
You strike into this thing just straight as hard as you can, eye level with it, and you slam into the eyes of this creature, and your axe goes out to the other side, and there's this pulse wave. This thing is destroyed.
Good job.
Yeah, take that, motherfucker! I'm gonna kill these guys for training, then we're gonna do the same thing to your stupid face. I don't need training, though. I could kill your stupid face right now, also. Second attack on the one that's next to me.
Okay.
Which I'm also flanking with Charity.
No.
Opposite sides are required for flanking.
Okay. I haven't played with flanking since I played Pathfinder.
Yeah, all good.
Which was
all
like 10 years ago. Does a 19 hit?
A 19 does not. This one has not been hurt at all.
Okay. Well, it still needs to make a DC, whatever my DC is, 18 dex save and a DC 18 strength save.
20 for strength, but 9 for dex. These things are stronger, it seems like, than the main guy, but less quick, less fast.
So it will take 10 lightning damage.
As the lightning streaks into it, this sort of white, crackling energy starts to open up a couple more cracks on this black shadow.
Sweet, that's my turn. Have we wait? I'm sorry, it's basically my turn. Have we ever, when the thing fucking pops into existence and does its stupid sneak attack shit, is there ever any indication that it's about to pop in?
You could give me a perception check now, looking for anything that might be an indication or what's happening there.
25.
Okay, I will remember that if and when it pops in again.
Sweet.
Clementine. Oh, I'm sorry. Before Clem. Layer. A 17. Who does that not hit?
That doesn't hit me.
Okay.
Does that hit Hikari? I feel like Hikari wears lots of armor, so.
I had Shield of Faith cast.
That's correct.
So mine is a 19.
It doesn't hit you either then. So Clem and Charity take 13 cold damage and 8 necrotic as the mist itself starts slashing and cutting into you both.
And the mist is not making an attack action?
Not an action. No.
13 and 8, you said?
Okay.
Yeah. 21.
Do you want me to re-put Shield of Faith on there so we remember I have it?
Sure, it doesn't hurt.
Okay.
All right. Clem, your turn. You step through the mist of this thing, yeah.
We can't hear you.
Sorry, muted. I'm gonna.
It's just like I see mouth movement.
Yep, I'm muted to talk to Eric about the baby. I'm gonna move back through the fence, and then I am going to cast haste on Stormbringer. I don't know exactly how smart this is with the damage that I've been taking, but I think it's worth it to give her an extra attack because she does a lot of damage.
Charity, do you have a concentration spell up with that last
Family's Flame?
Roll a concentration then with your damage from this last part. I forgot to ask you before.
21, so it's still just a 10.
Yeah, I think so.
Hold on. Let me check one thing.
I have inspiration also. You can use my inspiration.
Yeah, but let me check also just.
Okay.
Okay, yes, I'm afraid I will use the inspiration if that's okay.
Yeah.
Whew, 15. You maintain concentration on this.
So I cast haste. So she gets a +2 to her AC, advantage on deck saves, and an additional action. Attack action.
Wow.
Or dash.
Oh yeah, or dash, but she's not gonna do that.
I mean, I guess if it lands across the
Somewhere
board,
else,
then
there
I was
you
gonna
go.
say,
kill it.
you might. I could see you just be like, jump on.
Yeah. Valid. Yeah, and then as a didn't mean to hit that again. Just thought you wanted to see haste one more time. As a bonus action, could I? No, I'm not fucking near anybody, you dinglehopper. Jesus Christ.
Dingle
Sorry.
hopper.
No, never mind. Just gonna chill out here, doing what I'm doing.
Wicked. All right. Clem, right next to you.
Oh, balls. I was gonna ask if I could do the perception thing like Stormbringer did, but I forgot.
No, you're good. Sorry, it's a lot of dice. It's taking a second.
Oh, yeah? Are you sorry about that?
I am crying a tear.
Why is he attacking me? I'm not
20
even doing anything.
8 to hit. This one is 43 bludgeoning and 33 necrotic.
Did you say 8 to hit?
28 to hit.
Oh, okay.
I was like, did it roll a -7?
No, that's only 76 points.
I literally hate you. And I just want you to know that I just cast a fucking concentration spell, you absolute piece of shit.
Almost like that's why he went
And
for you.
I hope that you choke on whatever it is you're fucking drinking.
It's Dr. Pepper.
Because you can choke on liquid.
Tastes really good.
Don't worry, I'll wait till he goes to sleep tonight and
But
think
now
of
that
something
also-
terrible, like stick a needle in his ear.
We'll go ahead and roll.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah, that's
gosh.
wild.
What?
We're getting rough here.
But now fucking Stormbringer can't do anything that turn, and their next turn.
You can
It's
crit the
fine.
roll.
Yeah,
I could.
I'll reward a crit here.
Okay. Con save?
Yeah.
That's a 21 total.
I'm afraid that's not going to do it.
You're not gonna do it.
Did I see anything when it popped back into existence?
I know where you
Yes.
live. I just want you to remember that.
Yeah. So as it popped back into existence, you notice a couple things. One, its eyes are now glowing again on this creature. Two, it came back into existence, and there's this like steam coming off of it. It appears that while it's gone, it might be getting hurt a little bit. And so this is not a thing it can do long.
Maybe it should stop then. Come hang out with us.
So, but that would mean that it can't use that planar movement to escape. Like in the sense of, bye, I'm just gone, and I'm just going to live here now.
Yeah.
And it had those eyes that we can hurt
Cool.
again.
Yeah.
Yes.
Those delicious, delicious eyes we can rip out.
This one is still attacking a shark.
This
What
one,
an
this one
idiot.
has shit to do.
That hit for all three.
Did the Megalodon get an attack of opportunity on the one that wandered past it?
It did,
Eat him!
because it has gone since last time it did that. That's a 18 to hit and 20 piercing damage, but not quite. This one's not been hurt at all yet, so it didn't actually do damage. This thing is just on top of the shark, looking very hurt itself, and slashing into it. One of them, they both wander up to. One of them tries to go for charity, but as the shield has its thing here, it is now focused on you, Stormbringer, and it's gonna So all of these things are going to try to attack you. All 2 of them.
All 2 of them.
Yeah, but I think it's like 6 attacks.
All 6 of them.
14 doesn't hit, and
No.
12 doesn't hit. Everything else
No.
will. All right, so that and that, that, and that. A total of 83 physical damage. So you can have all of it.
41.
41. Thank you. Cool.
Charity.
Bonus action, pull the sword to here and attack the one with flanking that's next to me.
Gotcha.
Okay, I definitely clicked the advantage, and you didn't do it. So. Oh, and that time you did. Thanks so much. 22.
The 22 will hit, though.
9 force damage.
All right. Excellent. As it stabs kind of through the back of this thing, the out the front of the white crack in its face, the spiritual weapon appears and then slides back out. This thing is still up, but it looks a lot more hurt. Cracks start forming all over it.
In a circle. Ruler, please. That I'm trying to do so it doesn't hit the Megalodon, but it hits all 3 of these.
Sure. This one's kind of on top of it, the Megalodon. So if you position it up somehow.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's
higher?
just a point in range, so I can kind of like tilt the sphere.
Sure. Okay. We'll say yeah.
There's going to just sort of be a crackling, and I need them all to make intelligence saving throws.
Oh shit.
Haptic static, motherfuckers.
That is a 5, 11, and 10.
Okay, so they'll all take 16 psychic damage. They will all have to subtract a d6 from any attack rolls and ability checks.
The one on the shark shrieks as it disperses into nothingness. Clem, you see the wound on this large thing's shoulder start to reopen. And the one in front of you, Charity, looks at you, starts to go, lunges out at you, trying to bite at your throat. And just before it gets there, it also
Whispering
disappears.
into its face as it does, I will break you.
Are you moving?
No, I'm good here.
Hakari.
Okay.
I feel protected.
I'm gonna try and blind him again.
Okay.
Go for the eyes. Go for the eyes.
It's too bad I don't have like a hawk that I could like summon.
You got a shark. I mean,
Yeah, true.
just yell at him to go for the eyes.
That was a 19.
What was the 19?
It's save.
Oh, so never mind.
I'm afraid it didn't work this time.
Hold on. Okay, never mind. I was just thinking if there's something to do. That was a bonus action, but not really.
You can bite.
Yeah, but I don't want to get that close to it.
Fair.
'Cause...
You could bite the other one.
Okay, I'll try and bite the other one.
So kind of move in a little closer here. Yeah, I can roll. Darcy's sheet is messing up a little bit. Let's get a spiritual bite attack in here. So as you go, you lunge at this thing with your mouth open. Everyone else sees this kind of golden light and a bit of steam coming from Hikari's mouth. As Divine Bite gets rolled. I'm afraid an 11 doesn't do it. You slam into its shoulder and bite down, but it's the part of the creature that it does not have white light on it.
Sorry, that yell was really loud. I didn't mean to yell that loud.
No, you're good.
Does the shark go now? I can't remember when the shark acts.
Yeah, it does. And actually, it's in range. It can't move, but for some reason, it keeps being in range of things. Damn shark. The shark rolled an 18, which will hit this thing now. The shark bites into it. As Hikari bites into it, the shark takes the cue from you, Hikari, and as both of you clamp down on this thing, and you both pull apart, it just scatters throughout both of your teeth into the wind.
God, now
Aw, Sharky's learning.
and now I'm picturing it like the Lady and the Tramp scene.
Yeah, the spaghetti.
Clem, you notice another light appearing on the devil here. Stormbringer.
You could hold turn if you want to.
Stormbringer's turn is
That's
nothing.
right.
I think I don't get anything. I was trying to decide if I was going to remind Andy or not.
Oh, I'm sorry. Could you can't move either?
I can't take any actions. That's what the
Any
exhaustion
actions?
can-
So you can move.
Mm-mm.
I mean, is
No.
that a move action?
The target can't move or take actions
Or take
until
actions.
after its next
Yeah.
turn.
Then
Though
I'm
weirdly, it
afraid.
doesn't ban
so.
reactions.
So the rest of you just see Stormbringer hasted for just a moment until this thing attacked the spellcaster, and Stormbringer herself.
Clem just goes, sorry.
It's okay.
Cherry, we've all been there.
As the mists around you start to form again, now that this creature is alone. Burbage Kemp. Burbage is all things in this moment. Before he opens his eyes, he can feel distant stars, but also the grains of sand on the northern beaches of Lesser Banya. He could reach through countless miles of open space and pluck a star from the heavens and hold it small in his hand. Burbage, before you open your eyes, you can see your thoughts lazily drifting in front of you. Some of them scatter, retreat away from where your body should be. Some of them slow, nuzzle close to you, and allow you to pet them. And as you, Burbage, open your eyes, you are confronted with the stark loneliness of having died alone. Alone. Like so much of your life, no matter how many people surround you. You are alone. Do you dwell on these thoughts, Burbage, in this moment? thoughts of loneliness? Are these some of the thoughts that are drifting by that you might corral closer to you?
Well, I'm thinking about the moment of death and kind of where Burbage's mind was at that moment. And he had certainly been confronted with those thoughts of, oh, this devil has been here with me the entire time and is so that's a pretty I guess that's a pretty dark spot for him to die in. So I think yeah, the thoughts that find themselves kind of coalescing around Burbage and in front of him and are kind of racing, swirling echoes of that, basically that, like, that moment where he got that insight into the devil.
Sure.
So that feels pretty lonely. Yeah.
Right. So it sounds like this maybe even triggers a memory that you can watch play out. Can you tell me a time when Burbage was particularly lonely? Maybe as a child.
Yeah, it was a time when he and Avery were playing in the backyard, and it's kind of like you know, I think they were probably like young teenagers by halfling years, and they were playing, and then their mother, because I think the father had left by that point.
Probably, yeah.
Mrs. Kemp kind of came out and whispered something into Avery's ear and just kind of pulled him away from what they were playing. And Avery didn't even look at Burbage, and neither did their mother. Like, whatever was said just had nothing to do with him. And she took Avery inside, and Burbage was alone.
It has that image of your mother and your brother, their backs to you, walking away, you sitting down in the backyard again, alone. There's something weird. There's like still somehow a remnant of connection through Charity's spell. It's almost like you still have a few memories that aren't your own, that might link with this person that you've been traveling with for a long time. And it's odd that you should say that memory as one of Charity's own memories. Very young. Watching his mother walk away from him. Sitting on the ground, alone. And that same sense of solitude washes over. You get a little mixed up at first. but it's not long before you can separate, and Charity's spell begins to fade. Any connection it had to you is being pulled away. And you are drifting and spinning in this other world. You're confronted with a vast openness of all things. A colorful nebula float off to your left. Spirals of galaxies orbit an impossibly small point in time and space. And at first there's something even familiar about this place, though not how you were here last time. This feels like that space that Shenik sent you and Stormbringer to. Simply to yank you back to the material plane just in time to watch him kill Charity. Did Shenik cause this somehow? You're starting to wonder. He was another demon. The demon was different, though everything's fucking connected. Even now, it's sort of difficult to even remember what the thing you were just fighting, the thing that killed you. It's hard to remember what it looked like almost. You begin to spin into nothingness yourself, slowly becoming a star. You can't help but recall that friendly Furbolg a long time ago, back when you had a body, back when you were called Burbage. Is there anything you would like to try to do, Burbage, as you spin off and slowly begin to burst into your own spiral galaxy?
You said that that family's flame connection has faded.
It's almost completely disconnected from it. It's close.
One of the last things that kind of Charity had communicated to Burbage through that connection before Burbage died was the memory of him telling Burbage, you were a hero without Brightfang, without that sword. And I imagine that, like, in the moment of death and being overcome by that realization about just what role this devil has played in his life, in that confusion and in those racing thoughts, I feel like Burbage might have reached on, tried to grasp onto something solid. The one thing that's kind of made him feel powerful. And, despite that memory of, you're a hero without the sword, in that moment, he needed to, hold Brightfang. And I think so he was gripping it at the moment that consciousness left him. And so between that and the kind of lingering effects of the family flame connection, I think that some of those coalescing thoughts for Burbage, even as he's becoming a star, are the stories of Brightfang, because he's tried recalling those stories before, and how Arian got the tooth from Pelatoth, and he knows that he is somehow like a descendant of Arian, and he knows those stories But in all the stories, this blade was like a gift to Aryan and her descendants from not just Pelatoth, but from Ryn, right?
Yeah.
And
It was a gift for a goddess. That's why Aryan stole it in the first place. And then that gift was given back to the halflings so that they might protect the world.
Burbage would like to talk to Ryn.
Okay.
Ooh, you threw him off there for a minute.
Do you do anything special, anything in this moment to try to reach out, or is it simply the power of your words?
It's the power of the words, and also the power of like that last physical feeling sensation of touching this blade that was blessed by Ryn herself, right? And that he is inherited. So it's not just words. It's something deeper than that. It's something. It's he. He feels like he should be able to talk to Ryn to get some answers.
Burbage Kemp, what would you like to say to Ryn, the goddess?
Am I aware of her presence at all, Like, is it
Not yet.
always okay?
So you talking to a void at this point?
Sure. You were supposed to have blessed me, but it was actually a curse. Explain yourself. Please.
So here's the point of the DM, where I have to decide what skill check a thing slowly becoming a star would have to make to talk to a god. I kind of want to say insight.
Animal
Can you give me an
handling?
insight roll?
Insight, huh? $25.
25.
The long, slow rollover from the 4 was so good.
25, you fucker. Okay. Cool. Burbage, there's a the first thing that you perceive is the smell of water as it cascades off of a cliff and lightly dissipates into mist around you. It's a crisp, inviting, fresh smell. And you start to hear the birds. That's what a bird sounds like. And you hear the rushing water behind you falling into a deep green and blue pool as you now open your eyes. And the lush landscape around you. And this cabin in front of you. But something's weird. If you were to kind of look around the corner of the cabin, it's just white space. Infinite. If you look behind you, you see a lush jungle. A pool. A whole world, it seems. But in front of you is just that cabin and then nothingness. You hear a bit of a cough from inside. And then the door opens very slowly.
I'll go inside.
You step inside. It's a lovely little cabin, wondrously decorated with art and artifacts, display cases and books. There's a rather large kitchen, and most of this is a single room. To other people, it might seem a bit cluttered, but to you, it feels homey and comfortable and lived in. And there's someone in a bed about 10 feet, 15 feet from the entrance. It appears to be an older woman. Long, long gray hair. It's even slipping over the edge of the bed. She almost appears asleep to you. And then you see her bring a hand with a cloth to her mouth. And it looks like she's almost trying to say something. But either it's inaudible at this distance or you can't quite make it out.
You don't have to say anything, not yet. Because I have something to say to you. Your blessing was a curse. All the stories had it that you blessed Aryan and her descendants with a sense of adventure. That you blessed that tooth to call out to people with impulsiveness. And Burbage just will walk up to the bed slowly. I've been impulsive my entire life. I'm a fool. I constantly interrupt the world with bits and jokes. I make decisions without fully considering their consequences. And it's gotten me in trouble with bullies, with lovers, with my family, friends, enemies, wolves. And I keep on being the same person, and I keep on making the same mistakes. I've let down my friends. I've hurt people when I thought that I was helping them. My father left because of me. Akari was attacked in Cliff Mill because of me. My brother lost his arm because of me, and now, for all I know, Theodric and Arian and my mother are being killed by a dragon, and my friends, my family, are being murdered by a devil, all because of me. Because of my impulsiveness. It's not a blessing. It's a curse, and I'm not a hero. I'm a burden. The devil must have found me so delicious.
You see her eyes slowly kind of blink, and as old and frail as this person is, their eyes seem beautiful and alive, and you see tears starting to well up in them. And you hear her Theodruxac. I loved that one. Burbage. I'm sorry that it had to be you. I'm sorry. But it had... But it had to be you. Because of you. And she's weakly trying to reach up toward you. And she makes a finger, and it hovers over the dragonfly pin. And she touches right next to that on your clothing, which, almost like a small cigarette burn at first, starts to grow and kind of burn away a bit of the clothing, revealing what's inside that pocket. The letter that Avery had written to you, that you had almost forgot about because so much was going on. And her hand kind of slips back, falls to her side. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Burbage is going to pull out this. This is the letter that Avery gave to Burbage before Burbage, like before they left Cliff Mill, before they teleported out of Cliff Mill.
Yeah. You hear a whoom from somewhere outside. And just through the dirty windows, you can see a figure standing near the pool.
Burbage has the letter out in his hand, and he will walk over and open the door and look out.
Clem, it's your turn.
Excuse me, what?
It is your turn.
God, I don't know what the fuck to do. Jesus.
This thing is looming in front of you. The ethereal gate is kind of between you and it a little bit here. It's come up to its full height again. The shades are all gone. It now has cracks of white, fiery energy starting to emanate from it.
I mean, I'm really strong.
Let's do it then.
For spells that say ranged spell attack, would they be at disadvantage being this close?
Yes.
Okay.
He is within melee range of you.
Pretty much every spell I have is a ranged spell attack, so that's fun.
Step back.
Oh, can I?
Hmm?
Wait, question.
Hit me.
My melee range is smaller than its melee range, so I could technically step back and still be within its range, but it would be out of my range? And then I wouldn't have disadvantage anymore?
Correct, but it would get an attack of opportunity against you.
Oh, because you have that rule that if you just
have the weird
move,
rule, yeah.
you and your own D&D rules, some bullshit. I'm grumpy
Which has
tonight,
let
and I'm
you-
taking it out on you, okay? So just fucking take it.
Which let the shark do like 120 damage
I'm not
tonight.
a goddamn shark, okay? I'm a tiny little gnome that just wants to attack this weirdman.
Let's do it then.
Well,
This weirdman.
Weird.
that's what he is. He's a weirdman. He's like really tall, right?
Yes. Correct.
I'm a smart person, being Clem.
Okay.
Do I get the feeling that he has true sight? Or that he would,
don't-
some kind of creature of his level?
I mean, maybe you've not seen anything that would trigger that for you yet with this creature.
I just hate this, Andy. I just hate it. I want you to know that.
I mean, not to be too over the table, you can always take the disengage and get the fuck out turn.
That's true.
Like, not getting carved like a turkey by this thing is a valuable use of a turn.
Come stand within 10 feet of me. Come. Join my circle of protection.
But everybody was, I guess the shades aren't there anymore, but everybody who was near you
Yeah.
before were getting very hurt.
The shades
I-
wasn't hurting anybody but me. And the
No,
shark.
but they were doing the crazy death save removal thing. I escaped all of that from being away, but now...
That was
You
from
are
the
no-
guy that you're standing next to.
Yeah, you are no
Right.
longer away from that effect.
Yes.
Don't stand
I
next to that guy.
Oh, I wasn't planning on it. Okay, so I will use my action to disengage.
And just
I
tuck
can-
right up in here.
I can run 40 feet,
Okay.
so I could go behind Stormbringer, right?
Yeah. So you've disengaged, ran
Yes.
behind Stormbringer.
And
A
then
flopping shark in an
Sure.
ethereal plane, a
used
giant
to be-
spiritual weapon.
weird animals, it's fine. As a bonus action, can I hand a potion to somebody?
Free action. You can just hand it off to someone, sure.
Okay. I'll say to Stormbringer, I don't really know how useful this is, because you probably just want to attack, but if you want, here's a potion of resilience. It'll heal you a little too. And I give you one of my potions of resilience. It will give you, if you drink it, it will give you 2d6 plus 5 temporary hit points and plus 1 to your AC.
Nice.
And then I will also, I still have a bonus action, right? So I will bonus action healing words myself, because I think I'm the one that's taken the most amount of damage. I will cast this one at level 3.
Okay.
So that's 3d4 plus 5, right?
Oh my god.
Oh, hey, triple 4s. So 17 hit points back.
Nice.
And that is my turn. Thank you for letting me yell at you, Andy.
At the oh, you're welcome.
He's
And
used to it.
at the end of your turn, it slams its hands into the ground. Ripples of the mist then appear in 2 lines toward you all.
Up that.
And it's going to attack Hakari.
No. It didn't have range shit in the first half of the fight.
Didn't need it.
I'm gonna run over there and punch it in the fucking face.
Bring it. Interesting. Hakari,
Just spit it out.
it's
Also-
not gonna do damage to you.
Also, actually, sorry, just as a question.
Yeah.
Is this a spell?
No. It's
Okay.
its arms.
I just wanted to make sure. I was like, wait a minute.
full physical thing.
Zoning
But
out.
also
And
good. Yeah.
its thing doesn't make it have to attack Stormbringer or her thing?
It has to be within 10 feet of me,
Okay.
not you all have to be within. Yeah.
Give me an athletics give athletics check, Hakari.
Okay.
Beat a 29.
Beat a 29. Do you
Fuck
have to be
off.
a dick about it?
Please
Yes.
beat a
I mean,
29.
crit.
Oh my.
Fuck me. Yes, running. That is amazing.
I just laugh so fucking loud.
Oh my god, a crit.
Wow.
A crit hit.
And
That is
it's a
total-
29.
Wait, a
And
29.
it's
total of
it's
29.
beautiful.
That's what. So it rolled a 29. So we'll say in this case, if it meets, it beats.
Especially because it's a crit. So
Yeah, come on.
It out of the ground, these 2 ginormous long fingered hands shoot up.
Finger hands.
Yeah, one tries to slash at you. You block with your shield, but the other grabs onto your fiendish weapon and wrestles it away from your hands for just a moment, and then starts to pull it down, trying to pull it toward it underground. You grab onto the blade of your own weapon, Hakari, and as blood is starting to pour from your fingers and hands, you rip it back from its grasp, spin around, and already it's in a fighting position in your hand again. You have not given up your weapon here.
Party.
All right. That was on the end of Clem's turn.
That was the loudest I've laughed in a while at something in this game.
that was wild.
And then it's going to do this again a couple more times.
Just repeatedly.
It could do legendary actions in a row?
This is its turn now.
Oh fuck
Yeah. It gets its turn, and
I thought it
legendary
just had its turn.
No, it was a legendary action.
Mm.
All right. So this time it's so frustrated with you, it's not trying to take anything. It's just trying to slash into you. Does a 20 hit?
Yes.
All right. So that's 37 damage as 20 slashing and 17 necrotic tear into you. And then Charity, a 20
No, thank
hits,
you.
I believe, for 31 damage, 20 slashing and 11 necrotic.
What was mine?
Yours was 20 and 17, so 37.
I said no, thank you, sir.
It must not have heard you. You should say
no.
it louder.
Okay.
And at this, why, Hikari, Charity, Clem, why did you not save him? Why did you let him die? Why did you let me kill him? You failed, and now I don't have that delicious essence in my life. I will ruin you for what you've done.
How many personalities are kicking around in there?
Yeah, I'm getting really confused.
You're very fickle.
Charity? It moved up a tiny bit here.
Shouldn't this be a happy moment for you?
Am I getting anything from his thoughts while he says that?
What he says and his thoughts are just, how do I kill them? How do I kill them? How do I kill them? Not in a panicked way, more in an excited, I can't wait to see which of my things is going to kill them way.
Okay.
I'm gonna move the spiritual weapon to in front of Stormbringer. It can't get to it on this turn, so I'm just gonna get it more central. That's my bonus action. Let me check one thing, sorry.
Please. After this is Hikari. It would have been Burbage. No, I'm just kidding.
Why?
In case we're
Also,
keeping
it
track,
wouldn't have been. Burbage went like right after me.
in case we're keeping track, it's 3 rounds since Burbage went down.
Also doesn't matter. He has the necklace.
True.
Gentle repose.
True.
It's been none
Then
rounds.
Then we're fine.
Silver flame darts aiming for the eyes.
Okay. Uh, 18, 16, 17, 27. The 27 hit. As these streak out at him, he's dodging. He even slaps one of these flame darts away in midair, tumbles to the ground, and goes out in the mist. But the last one slams into that shoulder rift that he had. And the 14 fire damage
Yeah.
doesn't quite seem to do as much damage as you would have hoped, but it did hit him. And at the end of your turn, on his belly, another white crack appears, that energy seeping out of it. Are you going to move?
I don't think I can occupy this square that's right here because I think the shark's in it, so I'm good.
Yeah. Okay, Hikari.
Sorry, I'm just thinking for a second. So if I was to cast like Dawn,
Yeah.
would it hurt like just the enemy, or would it hurt any of my friends in the area because it's an AoE?
You can cast Dawn so that
Yeah.
it's like over here, and it could only get him.
Okay. I'm going to try that.
Okay.
I'm guessing radiant damage is good for a double.
You've hit it with radiant damage before. Someone has, and it did seem to do full damage.
It did? Okay.
Didn't seem vulnerable, but at the very least didn't resist.
Yeah.
What all has it resisted?
Fire,
Lightning,
cold.
Cold, I think is it so far.
It's like the base elements.
Okay, so I...
All right. 6 Constitution save again. Fuck. I roll a 14. It's gonna take it.
So I roll 4d10.
When the cylinder appears, each creature in it must make a Constitution. Yeah, take 40-10. Yeah, right away.
Fuck yeah. Nice move.
Thanks.
26 damage. This column of pure dawn's light shines from an impossible sun that doesn't quite exist in the ethereal plane. It breaks through the clouds and it slams into the ground and everything around this devil. You hear him even shriek in pain for the first time. And as the light maintains its shape here still, the fires of its radiant flame diminish a bit around it, and you see it. I hate you. Yep. Hikari, are you done?
I can only do the animal thing once a day, right? Or can I do it twice?
Yes. You can't have another one up while your first one is still there.
Okay, so I couldn't make it go away and try a new one?
You don't have a means to necessarily make them go away. They go away on their own or when they're killed. Yeah.
Okay, and would it be a bonus action to use my necklace? To like take a thing off my necklace? And...
Those are actions.
Those are actions? Okay, I just want to make sure. The bonus action. I don't really think I have anything. Oh, is there something I should be doing that I'm missing?
I think you're good.
Well, of course you do. Yeah, I think I'm done. I'm done.
Cool. Stormbringer.
I can't think of any reasons why I shouldn't charge at it. Like, it's doing range shit now. So, I'm fucking charging at this motherfucker.
Okay.
And shouting, "You fucking asshole, fucking come over here and fucking fight me like you have any, like, fucking, I don't know, like, confidence or skill instead of just hiding over here like a fucking coward." And swinging at it with... If I was trying to grapple it, what would that be? Like an action?
Yeah, an action, or you can substitute an attack action for it.
Okay, so I'm going to swing at it with my... Yes. I'm going to swing at it with my durable battle axe.
Is this
Is it-
trying to grapple it or trying to do weapon damage?
No, I'm going to do weapon damage now, and then I'm
Okay.
going to try to grapple it with my second attack.
Is that an
Yeah.
attack action, the second attack?
I don't remember.
I think the first one is the
No,
attack
I guess
action.
not. It's you can attack twice instead of once whenever you take the attack action. So it's 2 attacks in one
Right,
attack
in
action.
one attack action. Yeah.
Okay, fine. Then I'm trying to grapple it.
Okay.
And this is still an attack action. So,
Yeah.
like, I could still attack twice in this.
We'll say
Okay.
yes. Yep.
But I'm going to start off with trying to grapple it.
Okay.
Is this a post athletics check?
For you, he's rolling acrobatics.
But
Also-
I can roll athletics, right?
Yes.
Just as a note, I don't know if it's relevant, but the Jeremy Crawford thing says if you take the attack action and have multiple attacks, you can replace any of them with grapple or shove.
Oh, okay. Then it doesn't have to be the first one. It could be the second one. Then we'll
But I
do
guess it
that.
doesn't really matter what order I do it in, right?
No, not necessarily.
Not a bad thing.
Okay, so I'll just grapple now.
Okay.
Grapple now / later.
29?
29 does not beat a 33.
Oh,
Okay, fuck you, mister. I'm so dexterous.
Am I wrong, Darcy? Look, on my screen, am I wrong?
No, I just am
Okay.
like, it's ridiculous.
mhm.
Yeah, he sees exactly what you're doing. Starts to move your hands just to the side. Actually, even kind of trips you up just a tiny bit. He seems like he's not trying to fend you off necessarily, but you do stumble just a tiny bit getting up to him. But you do have another attack action or attack roll.
I'm gonna take that as an actual attack. Do I feel like from my observing him poofing away into wherever the fuck he's going, if I have him grappled, he can't do that, or can he still just like evaporate from my hands?
The shark had him grappled, and the shark then fell through him when he did
Okay.
it last time.
Then I'm just gonna attack.
Okay.
Ooh, only an 18.
18, I'm afraid, does not hit. You swing at him. He dodges out of the way entirely of this, and then is right up in your face essentially again. What are you trying to do, Stormbringer? Are you trying to do something cheeky?
I'm trying to fucking kill you. I've been saying that all this fucking fight. Did you get hit in the head or something? How are you forgetting what we're doing here?
You're terrible at your goal.
I mean, you are too. I still have so much fucking health, dude. This is like I've been more injured, like tripping slightly down the stairs than what you've done to me. So fuck off, man. And he needs to, I probably shouldn't be fucking taunting him. And he needs to make a DC 18 strength and con saves.
Cool. Strength and con, I'm sorry?
No.
Or dex?
Wait.
Okay.
Yeah, strength and dex.
Okay, good kids. I've been rolling dex for that.
I'm just like reading my saving throws
Yeah.
that I have proficiency in.
17 strength.
So he
And-
fails that.
Oh, okay. And 31 dex.
So he made that, but his speed is reduced to 0 until the start of my next turn.
Okay. He can't get around you to look at all those juicy friends lined up for him. Shit. Cool. That was probably a really big roll. At the end of your turn, he's gonna swing at you. Interesting. Okay. Give me an athletics check.
Nat 20, 31. bitch,
Nice.
not you, the devil. I'm calling every time I say bitch, it's him, not you.
You can call
I
Andy a bitch. It's fine.
It's also fine.
I mean,
He tried to rip your shield off.
Wow.
And you held on to it. You needed a 30. You rolled a 31. This should be working, guys. this thing he's doing should be working.
Is it
is
trying to
not.
disarm us?
And is not. All right, layer.
To be
so-
fair, it'd be kind of funny if he's
Yes.
sitting there holding the shield like, haha, I got it, bully. What?
right.
Close to a crit hit, but 24 I think hits everyone for 34 damage, which is 20 cold and 14 necrotic.
How? I'm just confused. How is it hitting all of us at once?
It's the
It's the
mist
layer.
itself.
The mist.
Yeah,
Oh,
you are
okay. So how much damage again?
you are in his world.
Got it.
34 I think is 20 cold and 14 necrotic. Clem.
Yeah. But so useless against this guy. The only things I have are things that I'm pretty sure he's resistant to.
I've been hitting him with things he's resistant to because fuck it.
May as well do something, yeah. Okay. I'm gonna just hurl an acid arrow at him.
Okay.
Ooh.
It was a 16 to hit.
Right through him.
But he still takes
Interesting.
damage.
Give me a interesting. No, I don't. Yeah, no. I think you have to be touching the like ethereal parts of the wall or the stuff to make them solid, or not. I was gonna give you a little bit extra if it splashed on the fence, but you can't.
Oh, okay. So he would still take
so
half.
regular. Yeah, he'll take half of.
So which would be 5 acid damage. But I actually do an additional 5 damage when I do acid or fire damage as an alchemist.
Right on.
So it would have been 15, so he would take 8, right?
He is not resistant to acid.
Yeah! Fuck him
Nice.
up! If that had hit, that would have been a lot more, because it also would have done residual damage, but it's good to know for the future. Cool.
Give me an athletic check, Stormbringer. Unless you want to move, Clem. I'm sorry. Are you done with your...
I don't think I need to move.
Okay. Athletic check, Stormbringer.
Okay. 29.
He's given up trying to grapple trying to disarm you guys. This time he's wrapped his long extra elbowed arm around you. You are grappled in this moment, and he's going to try to shove you. One more athletics check.
Ooh, only a 19. That's a shit roll.
Stormbringer, as he shoves you toward the fence, you're as soon as you start touching it, you get to make that decision. Do you want it to be solid or ethereal?
What's on the other side of the fence? Just more.
Yeah, more. The eventually the fog of this place dissipates, but like 10-15 feet of you, it's nothing essentially.
Like, how far is he if I say it's solid, he can hurt me by doing that, right? Probably it will do damage, but I stay by him. If I say it's ethereal, he can get me away from him.
He seems to be just moving you around him. He's not actually like throwing you or anything. He can't do that yet.
So why is he doing this then?
Do you want me to tell you, or do you want to roll something, trying to insight?
I mean, it's up to
What's
you.
going on?
You're the GM.
But I would
Yeah,
just
if you just
lie.
want to tell us things, that's fine, Andy.
Give me a quick
Okay,
insight roll.
because like I saw him
if
do
you
this to
were-
Clem, right? And it didn't really.
He was trying to grab something from Clem. He's been trying to disarm you. All he went for Hakari's sword. He went for your shield. He was trying to grab
5 on my
something.
insight.
So you're having trouble. It seems to you. You're not exactly sure, but it seems like he's either trying to remove you further from your friends by turning you onto the other side of him, or he's gonna try to slam you up against the thing. You do kind of remember that when Clem was sort of pinned against the ground, he was able to just slam Clem again straight into the ground at the very beginning of this fight. Maybe something like that. You're not exactly sure of his intentions.
And I think that he would be trying to slam me into the fence or trying to.
Maybe, or pin you up against it so that he can do something.
Just fucking weird behavior. Just attack me normally. I'm gonna keep the fence solid because I don't know what the fuck he's doing, and I don't want to somehow get separated from my view of everybody else.
Yeah. The only other thing that I might point out, because you notice this, is there are the fence isn't super high, and there are iron rods sticking up with points.
Oh, it's
at the
pointy
top.
things on it.
Yeah, and he seems to be at least moving you toward that, the fence. So there is probably some danger here, other than simply the pushing you up against the fence, but.
I was picturing a wooden fence, so thanks for the
Yeah,
clarification.
no. Yeah, it's been iron barred fence.
I guess I'll let it be unsolid.
I mean, you could roll a die too, if you're not sure which to do.
No, we can unsolid it.
Okay. So he moves you over here.
Okay.
He's tripped you just a little bit, so that you almost start to fall backwards. But instead of falling backwards, he actually catches you, so
Thanks.
that you're kind of leaning back. But luckily, the fence is not solid. Otherwise, it's sort of coming straight through your chest here as you're leaning back.
So he was trying to impale me on the fence? Is that what I think he was doing now? Where did I just go, Andy?
The rest of you look on for a moment as just the slight visual cue of when he dips out of this existence. He has now done this to Stormbringer at this point.
Is this a magic spell?
Not a spell.
So Stormbringer's
is-
song.
Stormbringer, you do not see at the moment. And then it takes a second. And then in the ethereal world that you are looking through, you see an axe, ghostly, misty, fall to the ground. And you see a shield sort of roll a little bit before it comes to a rest on the ground.
Oh no.
I'm sorry, vagina?
Rachel, we know that's you, right? Like, we can see that it's your color. So we know you're the one writing vagina on Roll 20 during this very dramatic moment.
I didn't mean for it to be the dramatic moment. I was just looking at the background, and this absolutely is two butt cheeks and a vagina and a butthole.
Oh my god.
It turns away from that area and looks to the 3 remaining members of the family here in the ethereal plane. What should we do now?
Wait, so like, am I dead? Like, can I see Burbage turning into a star?
Your fate is not sealed at the moment.
Also, I feel like you scammed me because you like kept making it sound like the fence was bad for me to get run into.
With a 5 insight, that's as good as you could have understood from what he was trying to do. You had
Gonna
no
run you
idea.
into a fence.
Well,
Doesn't matter that
touche.
you're way larger than me.
touche. That was all of his actions, though. Charity.
I feel like the wings, the sort of, just outline of wings that have been this almost mirror-like quality,
Yeah.
as it seems like they've condensed down so much, are now going to sort of shatter into what looks like feathers again, but there's just gaps in between these shards. Bonus action spiritual weapon is going to charge up and attack him.
Okay.
$28
28 hits.
for 23 force damage.
It stabs straight in. Oh, 24, damn. It stabs straight into one of these holes, and he doubles over for a second as it slices up into him, carving a whole nother white area here. 24. Okay.
What's it looking like at this point? Like bloodied or?
It doesn't have blood, but it looks.
But do you know what I mean? Like.
I know what you're getting at. It looks cracked. It looks hurt. It is now sort of doubled over in pain a little bit. This thing is pretty hurt.
Cool.
I am going to cast Mind Sliver.
Well, I'm sorry, real quick. Does Dawn activate when it starts its turn in?
I was looking at that.
Whenever it ends its turn in the cylinder.
Ends its turn. So it would give me another 4d10.
Another what?
4d10 roll. Sorry, there you go. That's not going to kill it, but 25. This thing is burning and sizzling, and it's like it doesn't care. It looks hurt. It looks on death's door to a certain extent, as far as you can tell with this thing. But its eyes are still so focused on trying to end you all.
Actually, no, fuck that. A little bit of light that looks like flames wreathing up is going to sort of move up Charity's arm, and I will be casting Synaptic Static using 5 spell levels from the Rod of Absorption.
Okay.
I will spend 3 sorcery points to heighten the spell. It needs to make an intelligence saving throw at disadvantage.
Intelligence. I don't think we've made this yet. At disadvantage. A 20. But with disadvantage, an 8.
It fails.
Oh, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
It needed a 20, didn't it?
Yeah.
Jesus. 21.
21 psychic damage. It rolls a d6 anytime it takes an attack roll, ability check, or a constitution saving throw, and subtracts it from its result.
Oh,
Nice.
jeez.
Fucking sweet.
All right.
I've
Hikari.
seen it like warp probability around itself, it feels like, right? Like I've seen it steal itself.
Mm-hmm.
Do
Yeah.
I feel like it can't do that, or it's not doing that?
Right. It is not doing that.
Okay.
At this point.
Because I feel like, I know it was you doing it, but I feel like I could almost see it thinking about that when Hikari
Yeah.
hit it the first time.
Yes, and perhaps right here too. Yeah.
I'm just thinking.
Yep.
I think I'm gonna just cast Dawn again because that seemed to really hurt it. Unless it's
You don't
still
need to.
working.
It's up.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's still up?
Yeah,
Oh,
you
okay.
can do something else and it's still there.
Dawn is nasty.
You could try to blind it again.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and blind it. I have one more thing, so.
Furious DMing.
Blindness, deafness again. Fuck. That's a 1. It's a 1.
Finally! Finally!
It's using its last legendary resistance to
Ooh.
save,
Okay.
and it has no more protection. As you sort of reach out, its eyes start to dim, and the fires in its eyes grow black, and it warps again probability, and your spell fails. But it looks like that's all it can do. Stormbringer, please take 71 piercing damage, please.
I'm still raging, right?
You would be, yeah.
Still mad.
What's half of 71?
35.
35.
30.
And do you want to move, Hikari?
Yeah. I mean, not really.
Okay.
Like,
Why
I don't
did
really...
Stormbringer take damage?
We don't know.
Okay.
Andy just
Okay.
told me
I
to
didn't
roll
know if
12
I
d10.
missed it.
No.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay where I am because I'm not like...
Okay. The layer around you begins to solidify. I'm not gonna roll on the table, but that is a crit hit. That's 60 damage total.
To who?
All of us. Except for Stormbringer.
Right, 37, 20, 33, 27 is 60. Yeah, okay. 33 cold, 27 necrotic.
Am I
Okay.
taking that also, or not since I'm not here?
You are what? I'm sorry?
Am I taking that also, or not since I'm not here?
You're not there. Yeah, sorry. That
Okay.
is not you.
So that would put me at 0?
Like, straight at 0?
Like, under 0? So I'm gonna use my...
Oh my gosh.
What is it?
Your channel divinity?
Yeah, but which one is it? Last chance?
Last chance.
Okay.
This was going to kill you outright since you were at 3 death fails.
Yep.
You instead are... So what this looks like, it stabs straight into a few of you. You're super hurt. This was going to kill Hikari as it shoots straight up into her. The other side, this icy, misty thing shoots out of her chest. And then Hikari stumbles forward off of it. And Charity, you are like, no, shit, that's it. She's gone. And then Hikari catches herself. The wounds healing a little bit here. And Hikari, you have 24 hit points.
Yup.
But you've used a channel divinity. What should have brought you down and started death saves didn't quite get to that point. You
Well, I
are-
don't have any death saves, so
right. You
I
are
would have
still
just died, right?
yes, that would have killed you. You are still alive. Clem.
That looked bad. Clem is going to reach out and touch Hikari and cast Cure Wounds at 4th level.
Okay.
I'm confused
Aw, thanks.
at
Roll 3 more d8.
but it showed a bunch of D8 and then it only gave me 7? So I'm confused. Am I- Oh, it's 7 plus the 4 because I rolled 2 1s?
It also rolled way too many d8s.
It did. It rolled a lot
Yeah.
of D8s and none of them are what are showing up, and like there's 8s in it.
There's 1, 1, 2, and then
2.
2.
Are you fucking kidding me? That I literally rolled
That's
2 1s and 2 2s on my D8s?
That is 11 hit points to you, Hikari.
Hey, it works.
What a
Yeah.
waste of a 4th level spell. I am useless.
No, you're not.
You've been so
I
good.
can't do anything.
You
Everything I've done has just been garbage other than reattaching Stormbringer's arm.
No.
which
It's like,
has been huge.
I know. It's just fun. I'm like, yeah, no, I'll use this 4th
Yeah.
level spell and cure wounds for sure, rather than mass healing word, because D8s are better than D4s.
Yep.
Fine.
Thank you
I
for the
laughed.
healing.
You're welcome. I can't do fuck all with a bonus action, so
Okay.
that's all she wrote.
Impossibly quick.
Actually, wait. Is it
sorry.
too late?
No, go ahead.
My thought was going to be to get the fuck away from people again,
Okay.
because I
Back up.
don't like being clumped up. Yes, so I was gonna just back up. What is it? 5, 10, 15, 20.
20, 20.
I can move 35 feet.
Nice. Here.
Okay. Just yeah, I don't want to be in a
Yeah.
clump.
Spiritual weapon gets an attack of opportunity.
$25.
25 hits.
25 damage.
Jesus. It rushes
Actually,
up.
hold on.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. I'm not. Again, it was rolling dice that did not go into that calculation.
Mm-hmm.
Like on my screen, I saw like a 1 and a 2, and I'm like, oh, I could just empower those. Then I'm like, wait, what? That none of those are what
Weird.
rolled in that math. So, never mind.
3D dice are garbage lately.
They used to bear some resemblance to the numbers that came up.
They did.
Okay. It's gonna try to swing out one at each of you. Interesting. 17. Does that hit you, Hikari?
Nope.
No.
Nope. I have my shield of faith.
And a 16, does that hit you, Charity?
Yes.
Okay. So, wow, those were low rolls. And this is a low roll. So 19 slashing, 6 necrotic to you, Charity. You're still up.
As this does, Charity is going to snap his fingers and point. I'm going to break you. And I am going to cast Hellish Rebuke.
Has he been doing a minus D6 to his
Oh, yeah, and you needed a minus
attack
D6.
rolls?
Oh, a minus d6 to an attack roll?
Yeah.
Yeah, from the synaptic whatever.
You're right. I thought that was just saves.
No, it's everything, I think.
Does a 13 hit you?
Yes, it
No.
still does.
Oh, does still okay.
Yeah, I
Damn.
have no AC,
That was close.
Oh,
but it's still the
no.
same damage. Hellish Rebuke.
Hellish Rebuke.
Let me check one thing.
Yeah.
Fuck it. What am I saving him for? Needs to make a dexterity saving throw with disadvantage.
Disadvantage. Could you roll damage, Colby?
21. Fire.
He rolled a 1. Paint me a fucking picture.
Yes.
As it
Thank
surges
fucking
forward and
God.
slashes into Charity, Charity's going to sort of like reach back over it, snap his fingers, and produce a set of fire into its face. And then as it staggers back, okay. If at some point this goes too far, because I'm taking significant license with the paint me a picture,
Do it.
it staggers back. Charity's going to like pull out the daggers and just start slashing into it, pushing it backwards. And sort of, I'm picturing it with these huge cracks, like hacking off its limbs.
Yeah.
Until it's just sort of sitting there. Is going to hold it. Do you know what the difference between fear and despair is?
Perhaps it's nothing.
Fear is what you feel thinking I'm going to kill you. Despair is what you'll feel with what I do next. And Charity is going to, holding it, reach out his hand and cast Revivify on Burbage. Throw its like half-dead body back. He's yours now, brother.
Bringing a soul back to the material plane of their own bodies is already a very difficult thing to do. Charity, could you give me either Arcana or Religion?
Yeah, because Charity knows so much about religion.
Okay.
27.
It's not often that something fully takes me by surprise.
I said it was my favorite paint me a picture I've ever come up with.
God damn it. Burbage, that figure outside the window. It's Charity. He's looking for something, but his image is sort of going in and out a little bit. It's having a hard time connecting almost. You hear him call out, Burbage! And he's reaching out. And you hear Ryn next to you. Go. Go and be Burbage Kemp. That's what they need.
Burbage will go.
Do you reach out and grasp the hand of Charity? Impossibly fast. You are traveling through space and time. Galaxies are whipping by you. You see up ahead, Burbage Kemp, a ring of blue fire, and it's closing. And you know that the only chance you have of getting back is to get there before that thing closes. Give me an acrobatics check or an athletics check with advantage. Just whipping by, stars.
Crit hit 37.
Fucking. You see hands of flame reaching up toward you, this blue flame that you fucking know is Bahamut, trying to prevent you from getting back. This blue flame you've seen a couple times before associated with her. Charity's talked about it. And right now it's reaching out and it's trying to catch you in its grasp. You're winging through its fingers, through the openings of blue flame. You are coming and streaking down back into existence, back into the material plane. You sense a second where you could delay this and start to scour this material plane for maybe something or someone. But then another part of you remembers Ryn's words. They might be in trouble. You might need to get back as fast as you can. What would you like to do?
Going back as fast as I can.
Going straight over lands, over mountains, over oceans. You slip into the ethereal plane somewhere over Greater Banya, and you are streaking down until you find the small opening in the fog in the middle of Federo. You see Hakari, you see Clem, you see Charity, and you see your own body. And as you slam into it, your real body tumbles forward until you stand up within 10, 15 feet of this mortally wounded demon. And you hear Charity's...
It's yours, brother.
What would you like to do? Bright Fang still in your hand miraculously.
Well, what's interesting is that, yes, Burbage has Bright Fang in his one hand, but in his other, he's gripping the letter from Avery.
No.
And he's actually gripping that even harder. And he stands, he regains his footing, and he looks at Charity and then looks over at this devil. And shit.
Burbage, paint me a picture.
Burbage starts walking toward him, and he says, "Yeah, the difference between fear and despair. That's a good question. I'm not sure I have the answer for myself."
Perhaps it's nothing.
Yeah, perhaps it is. But I know that I've felt a lot of both in my life and in my death, right before I died, right before you killed me. I was so afraid. I was horrified at the thought that I'd somehow created you, that I had summoned you into existence through my own foolishness. And then I looked at you closer and I realized, no, this devil has always been with me. all along the way. I must have created him a long, long time ago. But then it really clicked. Something even more horrifying. The truth. I hadn't created you. You had created me. It's what Q might said, right? Yeah. It's funny, you know, we all assumed that he was talking about the stranger, but he wasn't, was he? He was talking about you. You made me. Whoever, whatever you are, the riddle machina, the whispers in the night, whatever you are, you came into this world where you don't belong, and you made me. At every step, every bit of suffering, every moment that I let fear turn into despair, you were there. Feeding on all of it. And trust me, that is horrifying. And Burbage is getting up closer. But not just for me. For you too. Because you have made me more resilient than you can ever know. You made me so broken that despite my worst instincts, despite all the voices that my entire life told me to hide, to run away, to beat everyone else to my shame so that I get to it before they do, lest they find it first. Despite all of that, I managed to reach out to others to help me become whole. And Burbage will look at one by one at everybody, at Clem, at Hikari.
Everyone who's here except for Stormbringer.
Yeah. At Charity. And he'll
At
say,
a giant flopping shark.
Very important.
Shark? Is that a shark? That's dramatic. You might have made me. But it's my friends, my family, that make me who I really am. And who I am is the person who's going to destroy you. Because I am Burbage Kemp, motherfucker. And Burbage he's up close. He's like face to face with this devil, and he will kiss the devil on the forehead and stab him in the heart.
You kiss the devil on the forehead. Bring him just gently closer to you. Stab into him with Bright Fang. And as you pull it out again, this giant, brilliant white light starts shining. The clouds above in the ethereal plane, a plane made only up of clouds, begins to part. And you see those stars far in the distance again. And curling up, possibly on itself, like a gravity well, a star getting caught in a black hole. It becomes smaller and smaller and cracking and folding in on itself until it lets out. Somehow, a gasp and a sound of horror, of pain, and of pleasure as it crunches its last little bit into nothingness.
Is there any way that, because he was like taking off like the white piece of himself and kind of putting it onto these other patches of darkness and stuff. Is there any way that Burbage, much the way he took one last tear of Burbage Kemp, that Burbage could hold on to just one last sliver of this devil to keep in a jar?
As it folds up in nothingness, a small, tiny sliver, almost a hair, of this white, cracking brilliance starts to kind of float off of it in a way. And you catch it.
Clem, give me one of your jaws. You've got jaws. You've got other jaws for viscera.
Yeah, hold on. Let me just. And she's just gonna wipe out some stuff. It's gonna be slightly smudgy.
Oh, gross. Burbage will put that last sliver into the jar.
And each of you takes a moment and takes a breath. You are in so much pain. You are bloody. You are near death. How do you end these last few moments?
Where's Stormbringer?
Where's Stormbringer? I was going to look at her during my big speech.
I feel like there's a 90% chance also that Burbage should have assumed the shark was Stormbringer.
Sure.
Can I make a perception check to see if I see her or anything?
Sure. You see the shield and the axe on the ground, ethereal, like the fence, like the building next to you, and as the fog parts, like every man-made object that is in the material plane, but has a glimpse, a remnant of it in this ethereal world.
So do I get the feeling that she was pushed back to the material plane?
You can make that assumption.
Okay. So I'll say, her items here. Welcome back, Burbage, by the way. Super happy to have you. Glad you're not dead. I knew we could count on you. But I'm pretty sure Stormbringer's fine. Well, I don't know if she's fine, but I'm pretty sure she's back where we're from in the material plane. So I think we can't get there until the horse, which is gone. So she's fine. We're not. Except she hasn't picked up her sword or her axe and her shield, because if she picked them up, then we probably wouldn't see them anymore in that sense. So now I'm confused even more. It seemed straightforward when I started talking. Regardless, I think she's in the material plane. I don't know that she's fine, but also we're stuck here until we get that horse back.
And I guess as Burbage, you probably saw it as you were looking around a little bit, but it didn't fully probably quite render, but Clem has just called a fair amount of attention to Charity. As you look over, Charity doesn't seem to be cognizant of any of this. He's walking sort of slowly away with his hand out and extended down, as if being held by something smaller than him. And then he's just gonna sort of collapse forward into the mist, and as the impact sort of pushes the mist away, you're going to see a long trail of blood leading back from where he's been walking.
And that's where we're going to end tonight's episode of Ghosts and Dragons.
Shit.
Thank you for playing. Thank you for watching. Holy shit. I am ecstatic that you destroyed this thing in the most fucking cinematic way I could possibly imagine. This was a brilliant. You're all doing great.
Sorry for yelling at you, Andy.
That's okay. I did say before you got on that I was going to kill Clem. So I probably deserved a lot of this. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for being with us. We're going to figure out what happens to Charity. We're going to figure out where the hell Stormbringer went next time. But 3 of you are conscious. That's good. And we love you. We'll talk to you next time. Holy shit, stuff's going crazy.
Burbage lives.
Burbage lives.
Hooray!
See y'all later.
Not
Later.
sure about Charity or Stormbringer. We will see.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
The lonely she walks down beside the green river. My lady she was, and I bend my knee. One divine, my seraph, my heart to deliver. She gives me a small flower that I call Doom Lily. I love so completely, so true and so sweetly. But know that our story is so short, it must be. Every time that you show me that blue and white flower, reminds me of me, lady, who descended for thee. When she leaves me sighing, leaves me into darkness, I call